today. So we will be hearing from Norman, who is the Business Development Manager for Kingston Economic Development Corporation. So a few things about Kingston. So Kingston was ranked the best place to be a woman in Canada in 2019, and it was also the top place to live in Canada. And in our rankings, they're ranked 9th in Canada and 4th in energy environment among the Canadian cities, and 7th in hardware and IoT. Hi, Norman. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Great to see you.
Good to see you too. Ready?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate the opportunity to share our ecosystem. So we are the Kingston Economic Development Corporation, but we go by the brand name Invest Kingston. And so we are located in a small city between Ottawa, Toronto, and Montreal. And then we have the upstate New York across the lake, about 30 minutes away from us. And pretty much what we do is to support not only the local ecosystem, but also try to work with foreign entrepreneurs or startup owners who are looking to launch and start in Kingston. So I must say that I came to Kingston about 6 years ago as an international student and started a small startup here. And that's what even led me to this role. So it's a very good location for people who are looking to explore their potential, who are looking to see how they can start their own ventures or grow the ventures that they want to be part of. So it's a very robust ecosystem because we have a very strong academic institution around the city. And we also have like a very strong intellectual property ecosystem. We probably every year develop close to maybe somewhere around over 20 intellectual property or IPs or patents in this ecosystem. And we are always in the process of trying to help founders with creative, high-end or high niche type of startups to be able to launch from this ecosystem. So we support startups and founders at all stages. And we are always excited when we find someone who's new and who's looking to kind of realize their dream through the ecosystem. So these are some of the industries that we support. Clean tech is one of the key industries that we have in this ecosystem. EV batteries has been a focus of ours for the past maybe 5 years, but now we have an economic development strategy that is built around electric vehicles and battery technologies. And then we've been also doing really great in food processing. If you are in that value chain of food processing, we have a lot of local companies that are doing really great. And many of these companies, when you have like a startup or a new company that is looking to work along the value chain, many of them will be willing to engage, explore opportunities. And because it's a very small ecosystem, it's nimble, it's very easy to reach people. Everyone is always a phone call or an email away from where we are. And so we make those connections very easy. And then the material and process innovation space, we also have a lot of startups and companies that are working in that space. R&D, because of IP in this ecosystem, is one of the core backbone of what we do. And then, of course, as always, you can't succeed with startups and entrepreneurs if you don't have a very good incubation and acceleration ecosystem. So some of the things that we are doing, for example, when it comes to clean technologies, we are trying to develop like a new acceleration initiative that brings together every ecosystem partner and that helps not only from the idea stage, but when you are trying to commercialize like a patent, for example, and you get into like technology readiness levels like between 4 and 6 or 4 and 7. That's where many startups in that space kind of start facing heavy or huge challenges. That's where they fail. And so we are building a new facility that should actually be able to help companies to go through, to cross over those technology readiness levels so that founders or entrepreneurs do not face huge challenges. So this is an example of a company that came here as an idea around 2016. And right now, they are listed on the New York Stock Exchange at $1.2 billion valuation. This is also in the electric vehicle and battery space. We have this like a foreign, a multinational company called Omico. It's based out of Europe in Belgium. It just decided to invest $1.5 billion in this ecosystem. And that means that there is also a lot more companies in that space that could benefit from a company like this setting up in this ecosystem. Flulact, previously headquartered in Portugal, they also have a very good facility in Kingston in the food processing space. And then in the health innovation space, we're also doing a lot of work with Tecta PDS, is a company that has just exited, has just been bought by a company in the US. And then with the collapse of the Silicon Valley Bank, we had thought that probably fundraising is going to be tough. But this company, which is less than 2 years old, based in Kingston, has just raised about $27 million. So we are kind of maybe more optimistic. We are not as worried as we were before. And one of my final slides, because I know time is going very fast, is I wanted to kind of, if you are coming to Collision 2023, we will be there. We will be a team of 3 people. Please make an effort to connect. We will want to connect, to meet you, to explain more about our ecosystem. And this is how you can reach to me in case you are interested to learn more about the ecosystem. And if you want to see how we support companies, you can go to our YouTube channel. We'll actually hear entrepreneurs share and speak a little bit more about what we do and how we support them. Thank you so much, Catherine.
Thank you, Norman. Thank you for joining us today. And it's always great to see the evolution of the Kingston startup ecosystem since we became partners in 2019. Thank you. And I hope you have a great rest of the day. So yeah, and that concludes